November 2nd, 2016, 3:30 p.m. John Tufton Blauvelt,
Yes.
Investigator Manley, and Investigator Moorcraft. Case number. We hadn't really had a chance to sit down. I know I talked to you that day when we notified you about her death.
Yeah.
And things are kind of emotional and everything. So we're still working the case, obviously, and trying to figure out who killed her.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked to a bunch of people. We wanted to give you some time to grieve and, do what you need to do mentally before we brought you in here. But we would like to ask you some questions that maybe you can give us an answer, what we're looking for. So with that in mind, are you willing to talk to us today?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What I have to do is read your rights. We've been doing that with everybody we've been talking to because, anybody could potentially be a suspect.
Right.
So with that in mind, right now, are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
No.
Okay. All right, John, what I can do is give you this identical form that I'm reading. It's just your rights. It's kind of like you've seen on TV and stuff before. I know you've had some previous minor run-ins with the law. All I can tell you is keep an open mind. We're going to treat you fairly and respectfully, and just ask for your cooperation and honesty. So try not to let these past instances, jade you or anything like that. Okay. Having those rights in mind, you're willing to talk to us today?
Yes.
Okay. What I need you to do, just from this top portion, pick any of those lines out loud and just read one out loud to me.
You have the right to remain silent.
Okay.
Sign it.
Yeah, sign it, and then initial next to the word coercion, just showing you understand what that means. So I understand you've been deployed twice?
Yes.
Iraq or?
Yeah.
How long were the deployments? The usual year?
12 years. Or 12 months. 12 years.
When was the last time you got back?
2010.
So where in Iraq were you?
The first time I was down south, near Nasiriyah was the main city, and that was like 200 miles south of Baghdad. And then the second time I was up north at Kirkuk City. Well, we were in Kirkuk City, and that was like 100 miles north of Baghdad.
You were a tanker?
Mm-hmm.
So you actually drove the tank, or you?
No, we were on Humvees and dismounted. We didn't take tanks.
Okay. So you were like patrols and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty cool.
The city we were in my second deployment was too small for tanks, so we just we would rip down all power lines and houses and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, okay. Guess they wouldn't want you to be doing that.
Not any more than we were.
How's recruiting? Is that obviously a lot different than being deployed?
Yeah, that was probably the worst job I've ever had.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I hated it.
Just
every moment of it.
Really?
Yeah, because I joined the army at 18 to fight in Iraq.
Shoot guns,
shoot
cool
big
shit.
guns, yeah. And then they had me sit behind a desk, and
you couldn't get a different assignment or anything?
No, it's one of the army's like mandatory assignments. You either take it or you get out.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So I took it.
Simpsonville was your first place?
Mm-hmm. It was a strange situation because we were living in California at the time, so it would have worked out where I would have had to drive here because recruiting school was here in Columbia.
Yeah.
So I would have had to drive here, drive back, and then drive potentially back here. So they just moved me here first, and then I went to school here. Normally you get a selection of duty assignments, but I didn't get one, just for ease of movement. They just moved me down here first.
So where would you go do most of your recruiting? Schools, stuff like that?
Yeah, everything from Malden down to Clinton, out to Woodmont, all the schools in between. A lot of cold calls, a lot of just calling. Mm-hmm. We get the list every year from the high schools of all the seniors, and we just gotta call them.
Wow.
Pain.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Horrible.
Not nearly as exciting as Iraq and stuff. I appreciate your service. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, all right. Had a good time.
I'm sure you got some memories, good and bad, and in between. But from what I understand, you make some really good friends through the military.
Yeah.
Like I said to you before, we just want to get some background information and kind of paint a picture of what we have going on.
Okay.
Just kind of tell me about when you guys met, how you met.
She worked at the firehouse. Do you know where the recruiting station is? She worked at the firehouse right next door.
Okay.
So I was going through some crap with my current marriage. We were kind of on the way out of that marriage. So me and her just kind of met and started dating. I was still living with my wife at the time, and she was dating her boyfriend, and I was dating my girlfriend. So it was kind of a funny situation. I was staying at her house most days during the week at her dad's house, and then we finally got an apartment in December of 2014, I guess it was. Yeah, so that's kind of how we met. We just, we both smoked cigarettes at the time, so we just went out and smoked.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, you just meet people through smoke breaks.
And you got married in what year?
2015.
Okay. And so I know obviously about the incident that happened between you guys allegedly in January, and then she didn't file a report till February.
February, yeah.
What made her file a report a month later about something that?
That was just kind of her personality.
Just get back at you for something she pissed, or?
That was her personality. When she got mad about something, she would act extremely childish until she got her way, and if she didn't get her way, she would just escalate until she got her way.
And they believed her about something that happened a month before?
I got arrested for it.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of strange.
Whether or not they believed her, I still went away in handcuffs, and I still had to get bailed out of the county. And so whether or not they believed her, there wasn't no. It was just a statement. Right.
That's what I'm saying. It's just he said, she said.
Yeah, I went away for it, and then yeah, she moved out like the Monday or Tuesday. She moved out in the early week, and by the end of the week, she was back, like with her mom, like clearing out all of her shit. And then when I said, okay, like bye, because we had played that game before where she left, she would always come back.
Yeah.
Well, most of the time she would leave, I would beg her to come back, and she would come back. And then we'd make it another 2 or 3 weeks. And then she would leave, and then I'd beg her to come back. And and then I just didn't beg her to come back.
What kind of stuff were y'all arguing about?
Everything.
Just normal.
Just normal stuff.
People stuff.
And then being a recruiter, I talked to a lot of different people. So I had 2 phones, and I talked to a lot of females, and she didn't like that. But that was my job as a recruiter. I had to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't like that. So then we'd argue about that. And then one time I just didn't ask her to come back. And she came back like 4 days later with her mom, and they cleared out like all of her stuff up from the house.
So that was how far after your arrest for the domestic violence thing was that? Like a week or 2, or?
No, that was in January. What made her go file in February? Who knows?
Okay, but so she actually moved out when, in February, or even later than that?
She didn't permanently actually move out of that house until about April.
Okay.
But what kicked off the incident in January was she moved out.
Okay.
She moved out, took all her shit, came back, moved out again. I told her that time, just stay gone this time because I don't want you ruining my shit. You're ruining everything in my life. Please stay away. Came back like a week later with the police.
So you guys weren't married long at all?
2 months.
So it's kind of
2 months, and then we made it until March. I called her the night. I know I wasn't supposed to. Don't care. Called her the night I got out of jail, and she sat there and cried on the phone. And she was like, "I didn't know that you were gonna go to jail." And I told her it's okay. You know, I forgive you. I'm a very forgiving guy. I don't give a shit. I can get over this. You know, I know who she was. She had the shortest fuse on the phone. It wasn't even a fuse. It was one of those things you just pull it. It just explodes. That was her personality. That's the personality. That's the person I knew. And I told her it's okay. That's fine. I'll take you back. I don't care. Let's just move on. And that lasted about 2 more months, probably till about the end of April into June, or I guess that would have been May. Yeah, like end of April into May, and she was like, that's when people started coming around the house. Like the Fountain Inn Police Department was like coming around the house looking for her, and I got nervous because I have a restraining order. So
right.
And I don't got family down here. She could leave. She could go to her mom's or her dad's and have some. I don't have anywhere to go, so I was sleeping in my car. Because I got a no contact order with her at work too. So I can get in trouble 2 different ways.
No way.
The military can put me on Fort Jackson. They can put me in jail in Fort Jackson for 30 days for breaking no contact. And then I got an actual restraining order with the state. So I told her, I was like, you gotta go. Like, we can talk and we'll keep that on the low, but you gotta go now because they were coming to the house. Army investigators are coming to the house looking for her. Fountain Police Department. So I was like, the one time they see you, they're gonna be like, hey, we got another conviction, grab his ass. And I don't want to go through that because I've already been in that situation. And I don't feel safe in that situation. So she left in like April or May.
How was your guys' contact after that? I mean, did you?
We talked on and off. At first it was real heavy because we were still like, we're in a relationship, we're just not with each other. It wasn't until probably about June that it went to more once a week, and then once every other week. And then we just fought like once or twice and then just completely broke contact. The only time I would hear from her after that is when she needed something, or when I assumed that she was like drinking or something, because she would text me random I love yous and stuff like that.
Would she ever like drive by your house or anything?
Yeah. And
just to see what you're doing? Or?
I saw her a couple times, just her car, and that could have been for a couple reasons. I mean, she could have seen somebody else in the neighborhood. I don't know. But I saw her car a couple times. And then I heard stories that she was like coming up to the door for my roommate and stuff. Come to like, my roommate got a cat. She wanted to come see the cat. She wanted to come see my dog. So she tried to get my roommate to take my dog out of the house.
Who's this, Crystal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just hearing, she never came and bothered me. She never did that. She wouldn't like come and like, you know, if I was there and like bang on the doors and shit. But she was still coming by the house. And I don't know why. But we broke contact because it just, she was dating already. Like, she's already been dating dudes. So I'm like, just move on. Like, leave me alone.
Right.
But I still get random texts, you know, in the morning. I look good today. I love you. Shit like that.
Was she trying to get back with you? Or
I couldn't really give you a good answer on that. My intention was to get back together with her.
Still? Really?
Yeah, at the end of this. Whenever my civil court was done, that's the last thing I told her, was that when this shit's all done and over with, I just want you to be there for me in that courtroom, and I will walk away from that courtroom with you.
When you say civil court, you talk about
the charge from
February. Criminal case? Okay.
Yeah.
And what was going on with the military? Were they waiting to see what happened with that?
Yeah.
So that's why they had you over on Bargery Street,
right,
kind of doing administrative stuff.
And
then once that case got cleared, if it got cleared, then you'd be reassigned, or
if it was like dismissed, cleared, yeah, they would have just sent me on the way. If something came of it, then they would have continued their investigation, see what they wanted to do about it. Okay. Probably just kick me out, more likely.
Is that? I mean, I've never been in the military, so I don't know how it works. But if you get charged with something serious enough, they just discharge you.
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, especially if it's a guilty verdict, they'll just dishonorably discharge you.
Okay.
So, and that's like the worst thing that could happen. It's like walking out the door with 2 felonies instead of 1.
And I'm sure it's a lot of pride issue too, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, 10 years of my life and 2 years in Iraq.
Yeah.
Walk out the door, but I mean, and I told her that, I said, it's already done. They can do what they want. But the last thing I told her was when there's a disposition, if it's not guilty and I get to walk out of that courtroom, I want to walk out with you. And she said that was fine. She said that's good. That's what I want too. And that was like 2 months ago.
So what was the status with the case? How close was it coming to go to court, or you know?
My lawyer got the solicitor to allow me to apply for PTI for the whole charge. So I got denied from that. I got denied from PTI. So now I'm just waiting. I haven't heard anything. I guess my thing went to the bottom of the pile again to recycle back to the top.
Right, yeah. It's a slow.
And you know, it took from March to June to get, okay, let's apply for PTI.
Yeah. And
then, oh, by the way, we rejected you.
Is that a public defender or paid?
No, I was a paid lawyer. Yeah. Didn't want to take no chances with a felony charge.
I understand that. All right. Moving forward, so she moves out. You move Crystal and Brandon in to help out with bills or whatever?
It was pretty soon after they actually moved in, yeah.
Okay. Any other roommates?
Hannah was living there for a little bit.
Hannah?
Yeah. While Katie was there, Hannah was going through some shit at home, so she asked Katie if she could move in. She said, yeah, we moved all her shit in. Wayne was still there. And then Wayne then Katie left before Wayne got in his car accident. So she left, and then Wayne left, and then Crystal moved in, and then Hannah moved out. And now it's just us and Crystal.
Okay. How did you guys meet Hannah? Was it a friend of Katie's or yours?
Friend of Cheyenne.
Okay. Yeah. And you and Cheyenne are pretty tight, right?
We used to be.
Oh, you're not now? Because of this crowd?
Because of this, yeah. Okay. I haven't heard from Cheyenne. I tried to talk to Cheyenne on Tuesday. Tuesday was the last time I talked to Cheyenne, and then she just dropped me off the face of the planet. So, kind of shows who your real friends are.
Yeah.
When you ask somebody specifically for help because you are not in a good place and they blow you off completely, but you know they're out there having fun with friends.
Yeah. She's
not grieving right now. She's out partying right now. So you could at least text. She could at least text me back. You know.
Yeah, I don't have an answer for that.
And then I already had to avoid the viewing. I had to go on Sunday by myself because her whole family was there. And if I can't even get Cheyenne, who lived with me and who I bought cars for and school books for and sent to and pushed to get a job and shit, if I can't trust her to be calm and level-headed, then how am I going to go to this viewing with her crazy-ass family there?
Right. So the viewing was Saturday, right?
Right. 2 to 4 on Saturday.
And when did you get
I went Sunday, 2:30 on Sunday.
Okay. So they just had a private thing for you? Did you go by yourself? Or?
Yeah. Well, I took Hannah with me.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
How was that hard?
Yeah. Because, I mean, first of all, there's nobody there but me and her. So we're just kind of standing there staring at, like, Katie's nasty, like, dirty, disgusting body because they didn't even wipe her ass down. And then we're just standing there. Like, I don't know what to say. I've been to a couple. I went to my own dad's viewing when I was like 15. I've seen people dead. I've felt this shit before. And now there's nobody else there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
there's nobody else there. Because her family wants to be crazy about this shit. So I'm there by myself. I'm dealing with it by myself. I'm dragging her around because she's willing to be dragged around.
Yeah.
To be there. You know? So, I don't know. It's just been really stressful.
Yeah, I can imagine that. You've been able to go to work for the majority of it, I guess, or?
Well, yeah, I've been going. I told him I don't want any time off because I don't do any work anyway. do admin shit anyway. So, and
plus, you'll just sit there and go crazy probably.
Right, I don't want to just sit at home, stare at the walls. I don't have family here.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal works until 3. Brandon works until like 2:33. So I don't want to just be alone.
Yeah. Does Hannah work or where does she do?
She works in the mall. JCPenney's in the mall.
Now, does she live with you full time, or is it kind of?
It's on and off. She stays when she wants.
Okay. She live with her parents otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So let's go to last Monday. You're working downtown.
Right.
What time roughly did you leave work?
I don't.
I'm not going to hold you to the exact minute because I know if you ask me what I did last Monday.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't normally just leave with Judy. So whenever, it's always between 2 and 3. Whenever Judy leaves, that's when I'm out the door too. Okay. They really only got me there for her, to keep her company.
Right.
Yeah.
So what'd you do when you left work?
I just went home, and then I got home, and recently I've been like running the trail behind the house. Because I hate wearing running shoes, and it gets my dog outside. So I take him out back and we run trails. So that day I went out, ran trails, and I went and sat by with this little spot and like watched fish fucking swim.
So there's a creek back there?
Yeah, same. I'm doing it a lot recently just because I quit drinking a few months ago, and it's really like helped me find out the kind of shit I like in life. So I just go back there and kind of hang out outside.
So your dog is Marley?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a mix? Or?
It's a yellow lab.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good dogs.
Good family dog.
Was anybody home when you got home?
Just Crystal and Brandon. Okay. And I had heard she was supposed to go to the Sullivan Center that morning, but she was already with me because she's out there trying to get her GED.
Oh, Hannah was with you?
Yeah. She's the one who drove me home.
From work?
Yeah. Because she was supposed to go to the Sullivan Center, and then we forgot because it was getting late anyway. And then we went home.
What car did you drive home?
My Prius.
Okay, so you went to work in the morning, And she dropped you off and took the Prius, or?
No, she was with. Well, I don't know what the hell she does, but most times she's either walks around downtown or she sits in the car.
All right.
Yeah. Whenever she needs to go up there, she just rides. And then she was supposed to go to the Sullivan Center. Didn't, I guess. And then.
Okay. So you guys got home around 3 roughly.
Yeah.
Brandon and
Crystal
were there. And what did Hannah do while you were running with Marley?
Whatever she does, watch TV, play video games.
Okay. What happened after that? After you're done running?
We went and met my friend Scott to get some money that he owes me.
What's he owe you?
He owed me $500 for when he crashed my car. The $500 was the deductible, so he's gonna pay me back the deductible. He owes me $350 now. So.
When did that happen?
2 months ago.
Okay.
2 months.
Where'd y'all meet with Scott at?
At the Zaxby's on Fairview.
Okay. What kind of cars do you drive?
Like a small hatchback, like a silver hatchback. I don't know the make or the model, but it's kind of smaller than like a Subaru. Shit seems smaller than the Prius. It's a little hatchback.
Okay. Where's he from?
Baltimore originally, and then he moved down here because he was hard on his luck. So I wanted to give him a second chance.
Where's he staying at? Do you know?
I don't know the address. He's staying with some old lady.
But like in Greenville or Fountain?
Yeah, Greenville. Greenville.
Okay. Does he work? But he was in the Army with you?
Yeah. Yeah,
we deployed together?
We deployed together.
So he did the same kind of stuff you did?
Yeah. And then he came home and got out. Well, they put him out because he started a habit with some prescription pills. So they put him out for that. And they kind of followed him since then.
Okay. So it was you and Hannah that went and met him?
Yeah.
What time was that roughly?
I don't know. It was later. It was dark.
So dark's about 7-ish.
Yeah.
Roughly.
I guess, yeah.
Did you go anywhere before that?
No.
Okay. So did you meet him and eat dinner, or did you just hang out?
I ate. We ate while we waited for him, and then he showed up, dropped me some cash, and he left.
Okay. What's the payment plan, or is he?
As he can get it, yeah. I didn't never expect to hear from him again. After he crashed my car, I stopped talking to him. I left his ass in Greer on the side of the road. Goodbye. Crashed my car, dude. You stole my car, and then you crashed it, so I'm not talking to him. And that was like, I think it was a month or 2 ago. And then he just started calling me like last week, and he's like, I'm in Greenville, I got money. I was like, okay, cool. Let me go get some money.
So you guys were in the Prius?
Yeah.
That night? Okay. So he's just saying that he's staying with some old lady somewhere around?
Yeah, in Greenville. I just know it's in Greenville. I know he's local because I've seen him like 2 or 3 more times.
Okay. That night, somebody says you and Hannah were putting some trash from a bag, like a trash bag in the back of the Prius. Do you remember doing that?
Oh, yeah.
What was that about?
Marley had like the most explosive shit on the floor and stunk up the whole house. I had to throw out like 4 towels. It was disgusting. And then Crystal left it for me to clean up. So, because it was like watery, nasty, I had to get like 3 or 4 towels to clean it up, plus the Swiffer, plus like dump bleach on the floor. So, yeah, it was pretty nasty.
Okay. So why'd you put it in the car?
To take it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, our trash is always filled up. We used to have this entertainment center. I just chopped it up, so it was like the trash can was full.
So you took that when you went to go to Zaxby's? Or?
Yeah, we were just gonna throw it out on the way.
Okay.
Just a dumpster.
All right. Do you have your phone with you that night?
Probably. Yeah. Let's see why not.
I mean, you normally do.
Yeah, I normally do. I normally have my phone. Unless I'm going out with Martha, I have my phone.
Right.
Or I'm going hiking or something like that, I take my phone. Or leaving the car at least.
Do you ever turn your phone off during the day or at nighttime?
Only if it dies. Only if it dies out.
Do you have a charger at work for it? Or?
Sometimes. I carry one in my pocket. Sometimes I'll take it out when I go home and wash clothes or whatever.
You stay on a good bit during the day just to keep busy?
All day.
Facebook and playing games.
Facebook games, other websites, yeah.
They help pass the time, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a couple questions. When we notified you that Wednesday morning, excuse me, at work, myself and the bigger black fellow from the coroner's office. You never asked us, what had happened to Katie or how she died. Is there any reason? Were you?
Yeah, I've explained this to a few people because like 20 people asked me that day what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's nothing that could bring me.
So you didn't really want to know?
Yeah, there's nothing that information would bring me in the moment. Like I said, I've experienced death. And,
in the military?
Yeah, and that's never really done shit for me to know. A good friend of mine, a lieutenant, was stabbed after he got out in the military. He was overseas in the Middle East for school. He was stabbed to death. Him and his wife were stabbed to death. That brought me no comfort finding that out. Knowing he was dead, I just had a friend recently, and I still don't know, and I still don't want to know. It doesn't matter, because that's the end statement.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. They're already dead. And how they died means nothing to me.
Okay.
So, and that's how I've been.
I've probably seen people, being in the military and seeing people die, probably gives you that outlook. So.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw Katie face to face? And
I know.
And I'm not worried about this restraining order thing. Trust me, that's the least of our worries.
The last time I saw her was Cheyenne had a doctor's appointment, and Katie was there with her at the doctor.
Okay.
And I just coincidentally had a doctor's appointment at the same exact office. I just switched over to a new doctor, and they were leaving as I was checking out.
So when was that roughly?
2 or 3 months ago. I don't know. We could get an exact date.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the last time I saw her face to face. And I don't think she saw me until she was actually out the door. So we didn't talk or nothing.
Now she had been asking you for this paperwork for Jupiter, medical records or bills or something, or
medical records.
Okay. And what else? A bowl or a leash or something?
A dog food bowl.
Dog food bowl. Had she called you one previous time and asked you to meet her? Bring it?
She called me multiple times, asked me to bring her that stuff.
You said no.
Yeah. First of all, Marley uses that bowl, and he needs that bowl. And it's dog medical records. It's dog medical records. You could probably walk up there to
yeah, it's not like
Hillcrest
rules.
There's no rules and regulations for dog medical records. So if you want, I feel like she was just using it as an opportunity to see me.
To get you to come see her.
And it wouldn't have been the first time.
Right.
There's been so many emergencies that come up. I need to see you right now for this. Just to get there and be like, you want to smoke a cigarette?
Yeah,
Don't.
It's typical.
So it wasn't the first time.
Okay. So you went to the viewing Saturday, right?
Sunday.
Sunday, okay. And it was you and Hannah that went there?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this Scott guy, how often does he come in? He lived with you for a little while?
Well, yeah, he lived with me for a little bit, and then he crashed my car, and he kind of just left town. I think he went back to Baltimore for a little bit. I think he went down to Georgia for a little bit. So.
When was the last time you actually saw him?
Not yesterday, but the day Friday, maybe.
So that would have been
this week.
Okay, where'd you see him at?
We met at Smoke and Brew on Pleasantburg Drive. Because he has some money and he stays up that way, I guess.
Okay, so he gave you a little bit more money?
Yeah, he gave me like $40.
He's slowly paying off.
Slowly. He's down to $350. We agreed on.
And he was driving the same car?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever meet him anywhere else in this past week?
He's been to my house. He's been to my house. He's been Smoking Brew, Zaxby's. I don't think so. He wanted to go to the bar like twice. I'm not a bar person. I'm not going to bar and drink. Yeah. So. How'd you
kick it? Just cold?
Yeah, I just had to.
That's good.
Just had
to. Have you ever transferred money to him, or he transferred money to you, or it's always just hand to hand?
Western Union a couple times. I've sent him over the years probably like $400 or $500.
Just when he's down on his luck.
Yeah. And then he sent me. I mean, he paid me back like twice out of that, like $100 here, $100 there. So, but that hasn't even been recent. That's been, I mean, within the year, but outside of 6 months.
It's kind of like you don't expect it back. If you get it back, good. If not, then
No, I always say, you know, if you don't expect to, if you need it back, then don't lend it out. Because especially with this guy,
Does he still have a dope problem? Or?
he says no. But the last time I talked to him, he was acting the same exact way. You know how they forget the simplest of details, that really can't even be overlooked. Like he asked me yesterday on the phone, "Do I owe you 450 or 350?" Now you know that that's a lot of money, and you just gave me money yesterday. So how did you know? That's one of the little telltale signs that I think he is using it, because that's why I won't let him around my house again.
Is he divorced or?
He's legally married.
Okay.
I think they're pretty much, you know, set on their separation, because she's not here. She's in Baltimore.
Okay. We've heard a little bit about this abandoned house, that it was a hangout for a lot of these younger kids and whatnot.
Mhm.
You've been there before?
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you were there?
Probably a few months ago.
Okay. And who you were there with at the time?
I don't know. It's normally like a group of people, so it's always going to be the same group. I just don't know who was in the group at that time.
So generally, name some of the people that would be there. Not particularly at that time, but just.
Cheyenne would be there. Allie would be there. Hannah would be there. I would be there. Wayne would be there. Maybe Cameron. Maybe Kimani. That's it from our little group that I can think of.
Where would you guys park when you hung out there?
That gravel. When we first started going, like back January, like last January, when they first showed it to me, that brush used to be cleared out so you could drive right up in there.
Okay.
And then nobody would be able to see your car, so you wouldn't have to worry about people messing with you.
Yeah. Where would you guys hang out? In the house, outside the house?
Like in the living room.
I'm just gonna hang out.
Been in the attic a couple of times. Because there's like a crawl space hole. Like it's not crawl space, but like a hole. One of the closets you can climb up in the attic and hang out there. That's kind of stable. Mostly in the living room, because the rest of the house seems like at any moment it's gonna collapse.
Yeah. You ever been down the stairs in the basement?
No.
Okay.
That kind of, because the one side's all flooded out, and then you can only climb down, and then the other stairs is like missing, like the last step, and it's all like, oh,
sketchy.
You can feel it. I don't know if you've gone down there, but you can feel it like every step, like wobbling back and forth. It's like you don't know how you're gonna get back up.
So you never decide to get out there and check it out?
No, hell no.
Okay.
Because you don't ever know how you're gonna get back up.
I don't blame you for that. Let me ask, and some of these questions, I'm not looking to offend you, but it's questions that we need to get answered, cleared up.
Okay.
Did Katie have any kind of life insurance policy?
Through the military, yeah. She's automatically enrolled.
Okay.
Same as my daughter.
So what is the military's thing called? Or is it?
FSGLI, Family Service Group Life Insurance.
Is that something you get for free, or you got to pay for it?
I pay monthly $5.
Okay.
But like I said, once you're enrolled in it's called DEERS, the Defense Enrollment Eligibility Services. Once you're enrolled in that, you're automatically enrolled in life insurance. So her health insurance, her life insurance, her dental, it's all wrapped up in one thing.
She was still covered under your medical and all that?
Legally, because we're married.
Okay, so until we get
divorced, actually divorced. Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty good deal for her.
Yeah, because she was still under my health insurance.
How much was her life insurance policy? Do you know?
It's $5 for $100,000.
Okay.
And then it's $5 for 10,000 for kids.
Okay. So that was like 100,000 is the base? Or?
Yeah, that's the base. Doesn't go higher or lower, as far as I know.
All right. Did she have one on you, or did you have one for her?
I had the automatic one on her. I don't know what she is. I can't imagine what she had one on me.
So yeah.
I
don't know if she.
I automatically have one
through the military.
Yeah, mine's 500,000,
right.
And she gets that big just because she's married to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I paid $21 for that,
mm-hmm.
And that's like automatic. If I ever have somebody, even if I'm not married, it's still covered. I still have to put somebody's name down. Like it's
so you put mom or dad.
Right.
Or
yeah. Now it's under my ex-wife and my daughter in case I die.
Take care of your daughter.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Who was it under before?
It's always been my ex-wife and my daughter.
Just
because
so you make sure she take care of it.
Yeah. You know, that's one person I know for sure that I have to take care of. It's my daughter.
Yeah, that's respectable. I'm a dad. She's a mom, so we understand that.
Yeah, and I explained that to Katie when we got married. I'm sorry, bud, but
so Katie knew. Did Katie know about the policy on her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I imagine.
Yeah, I don't know.
She might not even, because of her time in the military, when she was in the reserves or whatever, they might have taken her off my policy. Because if you're dual military, then one of those people doesn't have automatic policy.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So since we were dual military, I don't even think that she was enrolled anymore. Because, yeah.
But she wasn't current military now, right?
No, she didn't make it through training.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she made it like 4 or 5 weeks. She got injured. She like fell over in the obstacle course and it jacked her lower back all up. She had like something with like her lower back. It was like at an angle that was like bad.
Okay. So it has.
They medically discharged her.
So that was a pretty quick career.
Pre-existing condition, dumped her out.
So has the insurance? So no insurance companies have contacted you to
No.
let you know about any kind of policy? I know a lot of times they'll do it pretty quick. Okay. Have you ever, and it would probably jokingly, I would assume, made a statement to any of your friends about wanting to kill Katie?
No.
Ever said, well, if Katie dies, we'll get some money or we'll have money to do anything with?
No.
Okay. Have you ever gone up to any friends and said, hey, would you do me a favor and take my car, take my keys, my debit card, my phone, and go away for the weekend to Charleston, say, and that'll make it look like I'm out of town so I can kill Katie?
No.
Okay. So if somebody told us that, they're making that up?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
And that's the same that's been coming out of her family's mouth for the last 2 weeks. And I'm getting kind of sick of it because I don't feel safe in my house anymore. There's cars parked out front of my house during the nighttime. And I know I got PTSD and I know I'm watching them, but there's cars parked out front of my house. There's people driving by. And that's the type of shit, that's the narrative right there that's going to get me in trouble with some crazy driving down and shooting up my house in the middle of the night. Or somebody called my ex-wife yesterday. Somebody called my ex-wife yesterday. And that's got me scared.
What's her name?
You talked to her yesterday.
But Catherine.
Yeah, that's got me scared because my kid's there. And how did somebody get her number from here? How does somebody get her number from here? And then not just from here, not just from Simpsonville, but from some private number called her, called her, so they can find my kid now. And that's the shit that's got me pissed off. Because I can't sleep at night because I think something's going to happen in my house. That's all I got. So people say, oh, it's just stuff. Well, if my house burns down, what stuff do I have? I get a check from the insurance company for $100 grand to pay off the house, but I'm still sitting homeless.
Yeah.
So
this pressure is coming from Katie's family?
Yeah, it was on Facebook. We got pictures. We got screenshots. This shit was on Facebook. People were giving out my address. People came walk to my house the other night. People walked to my house the other night. Or standing out front of my house.
Do you recognize them or no?
No, they were from Facebook. Okay. Crystal got in this argument with this guy on Facebook, and he's like, I know where you live. I can come there right now. What the f***? Come here right now. Because that makes me unsafe. I got to barricade my front door because now you're telling people to come by my house, and her mom's been telling people to come by my house. They're trying to spin this story against me, and it's got me terrified. It's got me scared as shit.
Do you have any idea who killed her?
No, absolutely not. This shit is ridiculous and it's scary as But I can't even be scared for Katie right now. Because I know Katie wouldn't want me in this situation. She knows I'm scared as hell.
Are you talking about your ex-wife, Katie?
I'm talking about Katie.
The one that died?
Yeah. She knows that I'll be like this, be paranoid like this.
All right. Some people told us that recently they got in the backseat of your car and something had been spilled, and they were told, hey, don't touch that.
And I told Cheyenne, I just spilled iced tea right there. Don't sit in that. The iced tea bottle is probably still in the back of my car right now.
Okay. That was in the backseat?
Yeah.
How'd you spill it in the backseat?
I just drink it and toss it.
Oh, okay.
I ain't the cleanliest person. I clean out my car once a week, twice a week, the most.
Okay.
Trash all over inside my car right now.
Okay.
And her family's the ones putting that shit in her head because she was at my house on Tuesday. Just fine. Helping. We were both just fine, just talking to each other. Dirtbag ass family.
Well, you got to understand right now they're going through a lot too.
I'm trying to understand, but I'm going through the same shit. I lost a friend. Maybe not the best wife, but I lost a friend. She would always been my friend. We would have always been the worst married couple on the planet, but she was always going to be my friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes people make great friends but terrible lovers or whatever.
Right. That's the way we've seen it. We just the worst couple, but we were always the best friends. It's not until you started bringing the relationship back into it that we start arguing with each other. I got plenty of text messages where we're just nice to each other, just talking about our day.
Yeah.
But then, one of us would be like, "So you're gonna come home? What are you doing right now?" And then it would escalate to, "We can't be in a relationship. We can't do this and that." So it's just got me stressed out too. Nobody gives a shit.
So when she was asking for the paperwork for the dog and stuff, had you decided you were going to give it to her and
No.
meet up, or
Told her to go f herself.
Okay. Just because something she could go do herself,
Yeah.
and she could buy another dog.
Yeah, she works there. You tell me you pass by 1,000 dog bowls a day, you can't borrow one, you can't take one, and then what the f you been eating out since June? He needs this bowl.
That's true. Yeah. So it's more of a thing, just a way to get you. Or,
Yeah,
I
really think
harp on you about.
Sometimes, and Krista will tell you because she's seen her do it, is that sometimes she would make up a scenario or say she needs something just to get close because she can reel me back in. She was real good at it. So,
she had a Ford Fiesta. Have you ever been in that car?
I think once, yeah. She brought it by the house one time, but it was a while ago.
Did you get in it, or?
Yeah, because that's when she first bought the shit, and I knew I was paying for it, so I got to see it. But,
okay.
And the last time she brought Jupiter by the house a couple of times, and it's always been in that car.
Okay, but so did you get in it, or?
I've been in it, yeah.
Okay. So when was that roughly?
Oh, I don't know. Like I said, that's when she used to come by the house and tell me she was coming, but Jupiter take him out.
So would that have been like July, August?
Yeah, it had to have been.
Okay.
June, July, August. Because she stopped coming around because I stopped playing the game. Mostly. I just told her, like, I'm not playing the game anymore. I'm done playing with you. Because I already knew that she was dating a guy, but she was still trying to get back with me. She's already dating this dude named Bill. And then she was dating some dude before that, and then she was dating some other dude, and I'm like, just be with them.
Did that piss you off?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait, you had Hannah, right?
Well, yeah, me and Hannah were dating, not really. But, she was living with me, so.
Yeah. So for all intents and purposes, Katie thought you two were together.
Right. And there's nothing I could have said otherwise. So.
Oh, yeah.
And then Cheyenne told her entire family that me and Hannah were dating. So then that's the story. We're dating. Doesn't matter what I say. So then, since Hannah moved out back with her parents, no, I would say that I'm not dating anybody.
Okay. I don't know how much you know about cell phones and stuff like that, but as you go around, your cell phone's constantly
Picking up tower,
searching for signals and stuff like that.
Right.
So with that said, is there anything, going back to last Monday, is there anything that you've told me that your cell phone records would say otherwise?
I don't believe so.
Okay. You don't believe so, or definitely not?
Definitely not.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Okay, well,
I don't know.
It's tiny, small. What if I told you that your cell phone did ping somewhere other than where you say you were?
Then I'd also say that her cell phone pinged in West Virginia.
Yeah, that ended up being a AT&T mishap. They plugged in the wrong phone number.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. What if I told you that Charles Scott's phone number pinged in the same area that yours did and not around Zaxby's?
When?
Monday night.
He's got freedom of moving on him. We can call him. We can ask him.
Okay.
But I'm not in control of that man, and I do not take any charge over him because that dude is a lost cause.
Yeah.
I want my $350.
Here we go.
And I would like to change my phone number. If I could move, I would move.
Is there any physical evidence that we're either going to find in that abandoned house, on Katie's body, or on any of her clothing, or in her car, that is going to link you to her death?
I don't believe so, no. Definitely not.
Okay. And you understand DNA evidence it's the new thing.
100%.
It's not new, but it's okay. And it's pretty accurate.
Seems cold case files, all that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah. So I just don't want to have to go back in a couple weeks when we get all these results and say, well, John said there ain't no way this could have happened. But so if you did get together last week and have sex or go take the dog for a walk, and that's how your hair could have gotten in your car or something like that, then we need to know that now so we don't have to explain it later.
Yeah, I understand.
So there should be nothing on her body from you.
Right.
Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say.
Okay. So no hairs, no touch DNA.
I can't imagine.
Okay. Because you understand, if I touch Investigator Manley's hand and they come and swab her hand, they're going to get my DNA off.
Right. Fingerprints, sweat.
Right. And that stuff can't be denied. It's, as accurate as a fingerprint, your DNA profile. So I just want to make sure that we're not going to get any surprises.
Right. Yeah.
And these, DNA tests take time. It's not like, it is on
it's not
CSI.
Not CSI.
I wish it was.
You don't put it in a computer.
Exactly. So,
left and right.
but I've had cases before where we've asked somebody something and they said, nope, absolutely not. And then we do get results that match them. And they're like, oh, well, there was this time that such and such. So we have to, eliminate all that now.
Right. Honestly.
Okay. Would you, what we've been doing is offering polygraph tests. We've polygraphed a couple people already.
Mm-hmm.
And we're using that as a tool to eliminate people. And once we eliminate people, that means we can kind of narrow down our search, and it helps us so we're not wasting time looking at people that we don't need to be looking at.
Right.
Would you be willing to take a polygraph so we can go ahead and do that with you and eliminate you and start looking elsewhere?
I have to talk to my lawyer about that first.
Okay.
See what he says, because I don't know about that at all.
Yeah. Well, it's nothing that can be used in court. It's a tool we use.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like DNA is a tool, fingerprints are a tool, interviews are a tool.
Right.
So that's something I would like to, see if you'd be willing to do so that we could get past you and start looking, for somebody else.
Well, I'll give him a call tomorrow, and then he'll set something up.
Okay. Is there any information or any questions I haven't asked you that, any information you have that might help us?
I mean, y'all know about this house, though. Y'all know about the abandoned house, because all the news I got is from the media, and they're painting this house as like some house that they knew of, they used to go to, and all this kind of shit. This was an active, spot to go and.
Yeah, the news kind of screwed up and said it was a high school hangout. But I know they've been going to it.
I mean, it's a high school hangout, but
it's their current hangout.
Katie's hangout too. Okay, as long as you know, because this news story has been spinning it.
The news screws things up big time.
Yeah. And
we can tell them that the sky was blue and it was 70 degrees, and they'll say it was cloudy and 30.
Right.
How they
I just wanted to make sure y'all knew that she had been there a few times with more than just, recent friends. She's been there with new guys and stuff like that. I don't know what her family's told you. Hopefully Cheyenne's been, upfront with you, but she's been dating around a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're looking into some of that.
Okay.
And trying to see if maybe she came across somebody that,
Yeah.
There's a lot of kooks.
Because she was on Tinder, and Tinder's just a face, You can make a Tinder profile.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So she's been on Tinder. I know that for a fact. I saw her on there.
Have you driven Katie's car lately?
No.
Okay.
I've never driven her car. I just sat in it the one time.
On the passenger seat? Or?
Mm-hmm. I think it was a passenger seat.
What about Charles?
I don't even think they met.
Oh, he's never even met
I don't think he's met her.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Are you familiar with where White Horse Road is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've taken it. It's 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah, I know where it's at.
Do you know where Augusta Road and it meets? It's like Augusta Road turns into 291.
I don't know where Augusta Road is. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Not from here. 291 is Pleasantburg. 25, the only way I know 25 is because when I drive out to Easley, because I start in Greenville.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm going through Easley, I cross over 25, and there's a Spinks that I normally get the cars washed at.
Okay. So this Monday night that we were talking about, around 6:15, sometime around that time frame, Can you think of any reason your phone would show that you were in that area of Augusta Road and White Horse Road?
No.
Is there any reason you and Charles were talking a lot that evening?
Yeah, because that's the night that he was here. That's the night he was available. So that's the night I needed my shit.
So you'll be on video at Zaxby's meeting him and eating?
I was eating. He was in Zaxby's, yeah.
All right, so you guys will both be on video?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What time was that roughly?
I don't know. Whatever time you said earlier.
Well, you said it was dark?
Yeah, it was dark.
Okay, so dark is about 7-ish or so?
Yeah.
And that's at Zaxby's on Fairview Road?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just to help us remember or to find you, do you remember what you're wearing?
Oh, hell no. I normally wear jeans and a long sleeve or I mean, I can tell you where I sit now. It's right next to the drink machine.
Okay.
So.
And Hannah was in there with you?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be white guy, white girl, black guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he did sit down.
You know what he looks like? He's light skinned. He's
Yeah.
got a ratty ass mustache, shaved head, not shaved, bald, but short.
Okay.
And he normally wears a Baltimore hat. He's got a Baltimore Ravens hat. But I'm pretty sure I can get him. Well, he probably ain't gonna come up here because he's trying to duck and dodge y'all anyway.
Why is that?
Because he thinks he has a warrant for his arrest because he's an idiot. And I told him, call some people and find out, but he refuses to listen to reason.
Man, usually if you got a warrant, you turn yourself in, they'll work with you a little bit.
That's what I told him because when he took my car, I had to report the shit stolen because he crashed it. And I didn't tell him to take it.
Right.
So to me, that's stolen. So I had to do that. And I had to press charges on him so I could get the insurance to pay for my car. So
okay.
I think he's like ducking and dodging right now.
Yeah. What do you have, Cheryl?
On your way to Zaxby's, you said you dropped the bag of trash off.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you dump it at?
I don't know. Probably. I think it was an apartment complex. Because they have the big dumpsters.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the exact location though.
Like down Harrison Bridge. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like Watertown and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't remember. It was a long day.
Okay.
So
And then where did you go after Zaxby's?
I think I just went home.
With Hannah?
Yeah.
And where's
I
Scott?
might have taken her home. I think I took her back to her parents' house. And then I just went home. I don't hang out with that dude. It's not. So.
Now, some people said that car that they identified as Cati's was seen pulling into your driveway around 5 o'clock that window.
Crystal told me that, yeah.
Okay. Do you know what the deal is with that?
Mm-hmm. And Crystal told me about that. But like we said, that's a normal move on her part.
Right.
So that really wasn't too much of a concern. I didn't even follow up. I didn't text her or anything when she did that shit. So.
Well, if that was her, why would she back out really fast?
I don't know.
Because you said she'd try and stop by.
I'm not trying to read her mind, so.
No, I understand. But you said that she would stop by and try and see the cat or stop by and bring Jupiter. When was that? Do you know?
I don't know.
Like back in the summer or here
Whatever I said
recently?
the first time.
Okay. And then what happened Tuesday? What was your day like on Tuesday? Did you go to work?
Tuesday, yeah, I went to work. I've been to work every day since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you remember talking to Cheyenne at all on Tuesday?
That's the day Cheyenne stayed the night. Yeah.
Oh, so she spent the night with you on Tuesday night? Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to think because I'm getting like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all spun up because I don't remember those days very well. I was really f***ed up last week. Like my head was gone. I couldn't concentrate on shit. And I wasn't sleeping. So I'm just thinking, I think Tuesday her and Kimani came and spent the night. I think it was Tuesday.
And that was after everybody knew that Katie was missing?
I think, yeah.
When did you catch wind that Katie was missing? Was it when
Cheyenne called me.
That was before
Mm-hmm.
Moorcraft came and talked to you? And that was Monday, right? Monday?
No, Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday?
Tuesday afternoon, you came to the house?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tuesday morning at 1:30 in the morning, Cheyenne called me, said, "Have you heard from Katie?" And obviously it's 1:30 in the morning, so I said, "No, go away, I'm sleeping." And then I talked to Cheyenne like throughout the day. Katie's missing, and then I was like, "Well, do you want to come stay and like we can like?" We went out looking for her.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you guys look at?
We went to this house on Scuffletown Road because one of her family members was like, "I found her phone and it's here."
At a house on Scuffletown Road?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you remember what house that was?
No, it's probably in a text message to Cheyenne.
What family member told you they found her phone?
8 something. Cheyenne told me
Cheyenne told you that
one of her family members
found the phone?
Yeah.
And what happened at the house at Scuffletown?
We knocked on the door and said, "Do you know Katie?" And he was like, "No." So we're like, "Okay, bye." And her car wasn't there, nothing like that, so we left.
Did you look anywhere else?
It was late by that point, so we just kind of went home. And then I asked her if she could stay because at that point, her mom put up that Facebook message with all my information on there. So I asked Cheyenne if she could stay with me, just as like a peace of mind. It's just to ease my mind because I figured nobody's gonna with me if they think Cheyenne's here too. So I had Cheyenne come stay. She left in the middle of the night. I think that was Tuesday. It was Tuesday.
And you said Kamani spent the night too, so was he searching with you that night too?
Yeah, he was in the car too.
And did you ever think to check the abandoned house that night?
Cheyenne told me she already checked it. She told me she had been there and she already checked it. So I was like, "Well, f it then."
And what time did you and Cheyenne meet up that night? Do you remember?
It must have been after he came to the house. So I don't know.
Because he came there around 4:30ish.
It was probably soon after.
And did she just come to your house, or did you meet up with her somewhere else? Or
She was working. She was at work, and that's when. So it had to be 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, because she was at work, and I went to go see her at work, and I was gonna try and get a table in her section, so I just could see her and talk to her. And when I got there, they said that she was getting off. So then me, Kimani, and Hannah went to Sonic, ate some food or whatever, and waited for Cheyenne. Then she came, and we were like, "What are we doing? Like, what are we doing?" So we took Kimani to home to get some clothes. She walked home to get some clothes, and then when she came back, that's when she was like, my aunt, I think she said, found her phone on Scuffletown Road. She's like, "I have the address," and I was like, "Let's go." So we drove out there, and it was just some guy. He didn't know what's going on. He had like 2 regular ass cars. Her car wasn't there. So we were like, "Okay, I guess that's it for us," and we left out. So, but by that time it was pretty late because she didn't get out of work. Actually, get out of work until like 10. So at that point, I had to work the next day. So
you just went back home?
yeah, normally I'm an early to bed kind of guy.
And you and Katie still talked off and on once a week, twice a week. You said.
We used to.
And you know that she worked at PetSmart.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what kind of hours she kept or anything?
Hell no. I know she used to work 3rd, and then recently she switched. But her hours have always kind of been different. Like, I knew when she was working 3rd, it was like 10 to 7 or some shit like that. But I don't know her recent hours.
I'm just gonna ask you point blank. Did you kill Katie?
No.
Okay. Do you know who killed her?
No.
This polygraph would really help us. It's not admissible in court. Like I said, it's nothing that you take could be used against you. They're not going to ask you about other off the wall stuff. They're going to ask you direct questions related to her being killed. And the quicker we can get rid of you as a suspect, we've already, like I said, we've done other polygraphs with other people, so it's not like we're targeting on you.
Yeah.
If we were, we wouldn't have waited a week and a day before we brought you in here. So
that's what everybody's been telling me. So it's That's got my head kind of straight. I've just been paranoid, man. Paranoid. I already got drug out of my house one time for not committing a crime. So, and I think I told you that when I sat down with you.
Yeah, I've read the reports and stuff. I mean, I'm not saying the cops always do things right.
And I'm glad that this is here, not in Fountain Inn.
Yeah, I understand.
You know, because y'all are completely different.
They
y'all just face value are different.
They play by different rules, so it's almost like a different country.
That's what happens when you got like 20 cops in the entire force.
I understand.
So, I told you that whenever you came out to work. I was like, I'm already kind of nervous. I'm just glad it's here.
Do you have your cell phone with you? What kind of phone do you have?
I got the V10, the LG V10.
Okay.
V10, yeah.
Does that have a lock code on it, or how do you?
Yeah, it's got a lock on.
Is it like a number lock, or? You mind telling me what the number lock is?
Yes, I do. That's my pin for everything. I'm not going to tell you that.
Okay.
Next thing I know, you taking out $20 on the bank.
No.
That's all I got.
I'm a pretty honest guy. When it comes to money.
That's all I got right now is my $20. I need gas money.
One of the things that we're doing with people is getting swabs from their mouth. It's basically skin cell samples that we use to create a DNA profile.
Right.
It's just basically a big Q-tip, swab it on the inside of the mouth, and then submit that to create a DNA profile and compare the evidence that we get. Are you okay with that?
I'll talk to my lawyer about it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, what we've been doing with people is we've been getting search warrants to get them. That way we don't have to mess around with, I do or I don't, or I need to call my mom, or, stuff like that. So I've got a search warrant to get your DNA.
Okay.
Like I said, you're not the first one. I can show you, other people we've gotten it from.
That's fine. I'm not going to fight a warrant. I'm not going to fight the court.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of those things. A couple other things. We do have a warrant for your phone. So I need you to turn that over.
Oh, man. Can I text my boss?
You can write down a phone number and call them, but I can't let you make any calls or any texts right now.
I got that from you.
Can I get the number real quick?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And y'all can take this down. Captain called me and said, okay, I got two numbers now because my captain's trying to call me too.
Here, you want a sticky note or something?
Can you just write it down for me? Because I got a couple numbers here.
Yeah, hang on one second. I'll find my pen. Go ahead.
I'm going to take blood, dude.
That's just a swab of your mouth. Painless. All right, you got all the numbers you need?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to lock.
Okay, all right, I'll go ahead. I need the phone. So like I said, we got a search warrant.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and hand the phone over to me.
Where's the warrant at?
Oh, it's right here. You'll get a copy of it in just a second.
I just want to see it before I give up my shit.
Search warrant for your phone.
I'm sorry, I watch TV too.
I'll just list your phone number.
Cell phone.
Like to call your cell phone, unknown manufacturer, belonging to Tufton Blauvelt, gives your date of birth, and the assigned telephone number. And it's signed by Judge Dean Ford.
Okay. Sounds good to me. I've been left-handed my whole life.
Yeah.
And I see how you got the paper angled, I didn't learn that until last week.
To angle the paper?
To angle it that way. I always went the other way, so all my font looks italicized. I didn't know. I was trying to read some shit. I was like, how
So you went like this?
Yeah. And everything was coming in crazy. And I really didn't know this whole time. So I wanted to improve my handwriting recently. So I've been spending time at night, like doing cursive and shit. And I was like, let me see. And now all of it's like straight up like it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta be an idiot. I blamed somebody when I was like 8 or 9, but I gotta be an idiot too.
It used to suck being left-handed when you're in school and you have the right-handed desks and you have to always lean over. That's probably
Or
why
like
I
that
learned
pen
it.
right there, and you start smudging everything you write out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my favorite. I ain't never gonna see that phone back. They don't get that stuff back until there's like until the shit's done with, right?
It all just kind of depends. I'm
just asking. Like,
yeah, it just depends. Like you said, it depends on what if there's any evidentiary value to that phone, then it just kind of depends on what it is. This is a search warrant for your DNA. Like investigator will have to explain to you.
John, while she's doing that, we also got a search warrant for your car.
Okay.
So this is the search warrant for that. I'm going to give you this copy.
Sure.
It says to any bonded law enforcement officer in the county, in this state or county or municipality of Simpsonville, in appearing before the attached affidavit, there's reasonable grounds to believe that certain property is subject to seizure under provisions 1713-140, 1976 Code of Laws, State of South Carolina as amended. It's located on the following premises. Description of person, place, or thing to be searched: 2007 Prius, golden color, registered to John Tufton Blauvelt, South Carolina tag KHJ933. Your VIN number is listed out. It says you're therefore hereby authorized to search the subject premise for the property described below and to seize such property if found. Description of property: interior and exterior search and processing of the vehicle to include digital photographs, latent processing, collection of blood and other body materials, of other body fluids and fibers, DNA processing, firearms and ammunition, spent shell casings, projectiles, cutting instruments, and or blunt objects that may have been used as a weapon, cell phones and any other electronic devices used for communication, legal and illegal drugs or paraphernalia, notes, sketches, documents, accelerant samples, burn debris, and any other items that may be evidence in the investigation of the death of Catherine Ann Blauvelt.
Okay.
That's signed by Judge Dean Ford on November the 1st. Okay. Probable cause section of the warrant says the affiant is an investigator with the Simpsonville Police Department and has 23 years law enforcement experience. The affiant has been assigned as an investigator for 13 years and has received extensive training in the investigation of violent crimes. The affiant is currently investigating the murder of Catherine Ann Blauvelt, which occurred on or about 10/24/2016. The victim's body was located in the basement of an abandoned residence at 817 Southeast Main Street. An autopsy determined the victim's manner of death to be a homicide. The affiant and other investigators have conducted multiple interviews with friends, family, and acquaintances of the victim and her estranged husband, John Tufton Blauvelt. These interviews have yielded multiple statements in which the interviewees stated John Blauvelt has made comments about his desire to kill the victim and his plan to hide her body in the house located at 817. The affiant also has recorded statements from witnesses who say John Blauvelt had approached them and offered them monetary compensation for assisting him in murdering the victim and offering him an alibi by using his cell phone, debit cards, and vehicle in another city to make it appear as if he was not in the area at the time of the victim's death. The affiant has also compiled police reports from the Fountain Inn Police Department that showed John Blauvelt was arrested in February 2016 for domestic violence first degree, where he was alleged to have pointed a gun at the victim. And threatened her life. John Blauvelt had a pending criminal charge that if he was found guilty would most likely result in his discharge from the U.S. Army, where he's employed full-time. Blauvelt has made statements to multiple persons about the existence of a life insurance policy he holds on the victim for between $100,000 and $150,000, in which he is the beneficiary. The affiant has obtained recorded statements from witnesses that state the victim's vehicle was driven to the residence of John Blauvelt in South Carolina on 10/24/16 at 4:56 p.m. This is the day the victim disappeared and was last seen alive. The witnesses describe the driver as someone other than the victim and state that the driver was wearing a black jacket with a hood pulled over. The witnesses stated 15 minutes after the victim's vehicle pulled out from the residence, John Blauvelt came up from the backyard sweating profusely and was wearing a black hooded jacket similar to the one of the person driving the victim's vehicle. Blauvelt did not have a shirt on underneath the jacket and claimed to have been running. The victim's vehicle was later located at 3 Road in Greenville, South Carolina, in a strip shopping center. Video surveillance from the area shows the vehicle being dropped off on 10/24/2016 at approximately 6:15 p.m. The second vehicle pulls up with the victim's vehicle and it matches the description of John Blauvelt's 2007 gold Toyota Prius. The second vehicle drives off after approximately 5 minutes with the driver of the victim's vehicle. Cell phone records from John Blauvelt's phone number obtained from AT&T place his phone in the area at the time the victim's vehicle was dropped off. It is the affiant's belief, based upon the aforementioned evidence, that the 2007 Toyota Prius belonging to John Blauvelt contains evidence related to the death of Catherine Blauvelt. Okay, if you have any questions about the wording of that warrant?
Do you have to take the car? You're going to take my car?
Yes.
No, I got no questions.
Okay, all right, that's a copy of that warrant.
Yes, sir.
You want me to read the all that for these two, or do they all say the same thing?
It's all basically the same. Do you want her to read these warrants too? You're gonna get copies of them.
That's all for the swabs.
Yeah, for the
Swabs
swabs
and
and the
cell
cell phone. Do we want me to read out the probable cause section just like he was?
If it's the same shit, then you're good.
It is. Having heard the affidavits
Yes, sir.
and the evidence that is mentioned in those, do you want, is there anything you want to say?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, I got everything else. Just want to just give the time and cut the recorder off. Is there anything else you want to say before we finish up the interview?
Me?
Yeah.
The time is now 4:59 p.m.